Buddy Brian back here with another Caspa update. I hate to say it, but I think our beloved Caspa is no longer a secret. I think this coin is getting out to the masses now. Honestly, these prices back here in the beginning of this thing, we're never going to see these prices again for this coin. Absolutely not. This is just, I believe this is just the beginning of a bigger things to come for this project. Right now, I was online looking today, found an article right here. Kaspa up 33% to lead altcoin rally. Here's the reason. It goes on to say, with the crypto market receding in terms of its valuation from last week's highs, Kaspa is visibly leading the altcoin momentum today with a growth of 1.34% the past 24 hours and more than 33% the week to date period. The digital currency has expanded its valuation to a price of 0.02577. The growth trigger says here, groundbreaking 10 BPS will be live in public on the Kaspa testnet at 7 a.m. Stress testing block and transaction rates and setting new records. More on how to participate soon. Witness this milestone. Right there it is, Monday, 7 a.m. UTC. Watch live on Twitch. If you go over to the Twitter page, there it is, Kaspa, right down here, 7 hours ago. For the first time ever, a pure proof of work protocol has been carrying thousands of transactions a second across dozens, maybe hundreds of network nodes in a permissionless network running on affordable hardware. Look at this. The Kaspa 10 BPS testnet has been running smoothly for over 2 hours now. Even though we don't stress load transaction yet, some naughty participant decided to generate some anyway, whereby we are already witnessing more than 2,000 transactions per second. For the first time ever, a pure, geez, I can't talk today, a pure proof of work. Look at this. This is crazy. This was 19 hours ago, testnet at 7 a.m. Yeah, so no longer a secret. Yeah, I truly believe you're going to see people piling into this thing. You know, and I was looking through earlier, before we go over the charts here, I was trying to compare Kaspa to something. The closest I could come up with here, really, and this is a very good Gala. You know, Gala and Kaspa. All right, if we go over, let me show you these things. Okay, let me go down here, show more. Okay, the all-time low on Kaspa, we have 0.00, as soon as it finishes loading, 0.001699. All right, if we go over on Gala Games, remember that 1699. All right, over on Gala, we have right down here an all-time low of 0.00151. All right, so very comparable. Okay, as far as coins go, we have Gala has a circulating supply of 21 billion. All right, Kaspa over here has a circulating supply 19 billion. All right, so just to compare these two, 67% of the circulating supply for Kaspa is out there. All right, and if we go over to Gala, 43% of theirs is actually out there, 21 billion. All right, similar price, 2586. Over to Kaspa, 2505. All right, very similar as far as the comparisons go. Okay, Gala, of course, had an all-time high down here. The first bull run it had, right over here on the right, all-time high 83.67, 0.8367, 84 cents roughly. All right, and of course we have an all-time high of 4 cents, all-time high 0.04238. all right, so not a bad comparison at all, actually very comparable. Market caps, if you look at the market cap here, market cap, Kaspa 483 million. Over to Gala, they have a market cap of 559 million. All right, so two very comparable projects. I cover Gala. I love Gala games. You know, not, and I don't like talking. It's not about me. When Gala came out, I was very, very fortunate. Okay, I got in way back here for $37.77. I got 250,000 Gala games. Boy, if I could rewind time, wow. I didn't sell anywhere near the top. I wish I would have. You know, when my $37 investment turned into $20,000, I was out. And yeah, if I would have rode this thing the whole way to the top, would have been roughly close to $200,000 off of a $37 investment. You know, so if you were one of the lucky ones to get in Caspa, I wasn't. I wish I did. Way back here, you know, point zero zero. What's the low? 0.002. Yeah, 2797. Wow. Good for you. Even if you're in now, congratulations. You know, if this thing goes to $1, that's a 50x from here, roughly. You know, the roundabout 45 to 50x. So, yeah. That's congratulations, you know, and people are talking about, you know, me in particular. I think Gala's going to hit, you know, hit upwards at $2 this next bull run, possibly $3. You know, very hard to say, but its first bull run, it got up to 86 cents. Okay, so from the all-time low, you know, when Gala did go up to 80. What was it there? 83 cents. I'm sorry, roughly 84, 83.67. So if you take, you know, if you take 0.8, we're going to call it 84 cents, divided by 0.000151, that equals a 5,562x. 5,500x. You know, so 100x in crypto is nothing. It's really not. It's very, yeah, don't get me wrong, that's fantastic, but 100x, no. I can, you know, Caspa, if we go back over here, you know, for this thing to hit $1, we would be talking about a, let's see, if we take $1, 0.00 divided by 0.000 1699 equals, that's a 5,885x to hit $1. Okay, that's incredible. So for every dollar you would have invested at launch, you'd be getting back $5,885. Okay, so if you you know, say you threw $100 in that thing when it first launched, you'd be getting back a $500,000, $588,000. That's incredible, isn't it? The numbers, when you really look at them, are just unbelievable. This I love crypto. It's so addicting. It's so you know, it's not a get rich quick scheme. It's about doing your research and looking into very good projects. And Caspa, I think, is one of the best projects out there right now. It's not going to be long before the masses start just absolutely piling in this thing. The more articles we have that come out like this, you know, the faster this thing is, the more people that are going to FOMO into this project. You know, me personally, I like I said, these prices back here, never going to see them again. This thing is never going to go back down there. Okay, ever. I just don't. I don't see that happening unless some catastrophic event happens to Caspa that it just buckles and rolls over. But I think this thing's going to be going up for a very long time. So thought that was a pretty neat comparison. Gala to Caspa, very, very comparable market caps, coin supplies, everything. So yeah, so let's move on here. All right, we're going to get right back to this chart. First off, let's look at this market really fast and see what's going on out there. Here's the cryptos on the day. You can see near there. I cover that once in a while. It's up 11%. That thing was due to break out. Bitcoin Cash, that thing is just unstoppable. Look at FTT, a dead project, you know, up 15%. That's what, you know, it's an Elgrand. I believe that's another one going to take off. I cover that a lot. You know, it's due, even though it's going through all its problems. But anyway, we having a little bit of a pullback here. Nothing major going on here at all. Okay, let's move over to Bitcoin dominance here real fast and see where that's at. Okay, that thing is obviously just looks like it hit a wall up here. Okay, you can see that right up top here. Let's put a line there. Looks like it's due for a correction up there. All right, we're gonna turn that yellow. Okay, there we go. Yeah, looks like if you pull this up on the daily, look at that. That thing's heading straight down. So be watching for it to either come back to this trend line or break this trend line and start breaking down a little bit. Has to come back and retest this breakout at some point, through here down at 49.65. I would expect it to pull back to at some point. So that thing looks like it's pulling back a little bit, but it got a heck of a green candle here on the daily still. It could bust right up through there. We'll have to see how this let's look at these real quick. The 8's on the floor, the 4's on the floor, the 12 is just starting to head up. Now that thing looks like it's going to break right up through there. Okay, the way the RSIs are heading, this market looks really, really strong. Bitcoin, all right, if we zoom in on this thing, looks like it's doing an ABC here. All right, what I marked here, this blue line is the 618 Fibonacci retracement. All right, for a pullback here. Okay, if we take, let's get rid of this. Oops, I apologize. If I could ask you to hit the like and subscribe button, guys, I would appreciate that so very much. And here we go. Let's put a fib on here. That's 618. Oops, I apologize. I was off a little bit on that. The 618 is right there. All right, we're going to leave that right there a second, because if you zoom in on here on the 4 hour, all right, you get a lot more candles printing here. And Bitcoin, everybody's expecting it to pull down there pretty far. Okay, if I put a fib on this thing, all right, this looks like it's doing an ABC here. All right, so that would be the A, the B, the C leg. We put this up here. I apologize, having a little bit of a lag. We're getting some really bad thunderstorms where I'm at today. A, the B, C. This ABC looks like it about finished up here for Bitcoin. Okay, so could this thing take off from here? Absolutely could. Okay, I'm gonna move this yellow line up here and we're gonna lock that right there, because this thing could actually take off from here. If you go through the RSIs, the 4 hour is on the floor right down here. 4 hours on the floor. The 8 hours on the floor. Look at that right down at the bottom. The 12 is rolling over and heading that way. The daily is at the top and rolling over a little bit. Everyone's kind of expecting it. Look at that bounce it had right at that trend line we put there. And on the daily, you can see the support up here. We have we have a bunch of daily candles up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A week's worth of candles up in this area. Looks like this thing wants to bounce from here and not really pull back any further, which would be very, very bullish. I mean, if it finished up this ABC in here, okay, in this 4 hour, and we don't get, and it loses this level right here, okay, I see it coming down further. If it stays where above 29.8, what is that, 29.9? 29.9. If it stays above that, okay, this thing's going to bounce from here. All right, we got the retracement right here, okay, up to that 702, right in there, and it looks like an AB. I don't know. Looks like it could be done to me. All right, let's move on from there. This thing's looking great. Bitcoin's looking extremely strong. The weekly, look at that weekly RSI, just starting to head up. So this thing is, it's looking very, very strong. Look at that big green candle on that thing. Wow, looks absolutely beautiful. After all this bear market, all this down pressure here, it's finally good to see some nice big green candles come in. All right, so everything's looking great as far as Bitcoin goes. Let's move on here real quick. I apologize, guys. I like to show you guys what's going on in the rest of the market so you're well aware. Dow Jones still on a breakout, still looking fine. The DXY that we keep an eye on every single video. Let's zoom in here on the daily. Alright, you can see that thing so far has the lower high. Okay, now let's pull the RSIs up here on it. That daily RSI is still heading up. Okay, we have that bearish divergence down here on the bottom, so we'll see if this plays in here. We have a red candle on the daily right here. The weekly is at the top. Look at that. Looks like it wants to bend right back up though, don't it? Huh. We'll have to keep an eye on that. We don't have bearish divergence on the weekly. In fact, that looks fine, but that bearish divergence on the daily, I'm still waiting for that to play out here. So we'll have to keep an eye on that DXY there, obviously. Move down through here, the total 1 and total 2, and then we'll get to Caspa. Here's the total 2. Okay, you can see let's get back on the daily. We are falling back inside that wedge. We're just on the edge of it here. Okay, you can see the yellow line here is the top of the wedge. It's just riding the top of that right now. Okay, no big deal if it falls back in it here. No big deal at all. I believe this thing is really going to rocket a lot higher. And which one are we on there? We're on the total crypto market cap. Here we go. Here's the total market cap with Bitcoin. That thing still looks extremely strong. It's holding up there, just like Bitcoin is, really. This is the market with Bitcoin. Alright, if we were expecting a pullback to anywhere, you know, you would think it would come back to that 618 or 702. If you hear screaming, that's just the girls next door in the pool and little kids. The good kids over there. But the 702 is right down here at 1.085, so we'll have to keep an eye on this thing, looking like it wants to bounce. Alright, Caspa itself, let's get to it real quick here. Alright, I believe it's doing an ABC in here. If we zoom in here on the 4 hour, okay, you can see right here, and it looks like that green line, it looks like we're going to be pulling down to for this ABC. Alright, right here, we take and put this on top, right back down to our support right here at the breakout, 0.022353. Watch that area, guys, and watch us bounce from there. Okay, that's what I'm expecting out of Caspa. The 4 hours on the floor, the 8 hours on the floor, and the 12 hour is almost down there. It's about 3/4 of the way down there. Our weekly still looks beautiful, so this thing looks fantastic. Thank you so much, guys. Please hit the like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day, everybody.